I don't know what
drug is it.
What benzos modern day. We're drinkers, I would say.
Yeah.
We're not big drug guys.
We're more John Daly than Tiger Woods.
Hey, cheers. I did.
We're recording right now?
We're recording right now.
Cheers.
That's pretty tasty. I guess we'll just go right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fantabulous episode of Horror Whiskey Company. I am your host, Peter. This is host Jamie. Jamie, how are you feeling today?
This probably might be one of the most hungover I think I've ever been. I'm really struggling. And it's like late at night too. It's all day.
Yeah.
And I've been drinking for an hour now, trying to make myself feel better.
Did your doctor recommend that?
I don't know. My doctor doesn't recommend I drink, no.
Okay. I was going to say, you have a doctor?
No. I don't have insurance.
Exactly.
Full disclosure, our restaurant that we work at in Steamboat had an employee party last night.
Our restaurant family put a big one on.
And we tied one on, and I am not well.
I will give you some credit, though. You refused to bowl last night. Except
I didn't like it.
When someone wasn't around to bowl. And I will say that every time I saw you bowl, you got a strike. So I think that maybe it's like part of like a sponsorship deal or something you've never told me about, that like maybe you might be like a professional bowler and you're not allowed to bowl outside of league play or something like that.
Well,
is that a thing?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just didn't know.
I don't like it. And I think it's because in the town I was from, that's all they had. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like bowling league was like the biggest deal.
For some reason, bowling is 100%. I don't know the demographics of Green River, Wyoming. I want to call it a blue collar sport.
It is.
Like maybe the most blue collar sport.
Yeah, we had bowling and we had archery club.
And you picked one of those?
We did both of them.
Oh, you did both of them. So you're a bow hunter too?
I was.
Dang, dude. You and Joe Rogan?
Kind of.
Huh.
Yeah, we like set up a bar and you'd like, set up a bunch of like fake deers and stuff. And then you would like go to the different obstacles and shoot them, and you get points for the ones, and then add it up at the end of the day, and then you decide who'd win.
You're regular Katniss Everdeen, dude.
I guess so.
Hunger Games.
I haven't shot a bow since I was a kid.
Neither was Katniss.
Yeah.
Not a real person.
Anyways, hold on.
I don't know. We're just catching up. It's been 1 week? 2 weeks? I think it's been 2 weeks for this one, because
I think so.
We had some main events. It's just been mostly for Jamie a whirlwind being back in town. Mostly that he's worked like 60 something hours a week, maybe more.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been fun for you. I'm working my normal schedule, which is still moderately busy. But I'm not working almost every single day open to close at restaurants. Taxing on your soul, I would say.
Yeah.
So
I'm cooked.
No, it's cooked.
I'm cooked. I'm a goose.
Yeah, you're cooked. You're a little goose, dude. Silly little goose.
I feel like, did you ever watch that episode of Parks and Recreation where Gail, I think her name was Gail, she was like the Today Show host, and she was like got really drunk and her head was down and stuff. We just like pour her over it.
Yeah. And she'd kick it over to Pert every now and then.
Yeah, I think this is all that episode where Rod Swanson just answers all the questions as she just kind of like lays down. I think that's what.
So you're saying you might fall asleep at the computer, right?
I can't be on. What's our show name? What are we?
We are Horror Whiskey Company.
Yeah, I don't think we said that.
Oh, we started off with that. Yeah, I did the intro for you. Because I know that you're struggling here. So, if you're new here, this is a particularly hungover show. Not that we don't have those, just this one's extra. If you aren't new, welcome back. I'm sure this is nothing surprising to any of you. Tonight, we're going to be pretty much going through our standard stuff, but while Jamie may have had a busy week, it's also been a pretty busy week in the true crime world. We have 2 massive guilty pleas that dropped literally today, and I feel like for the most part, big things happen like the day after we record. I think that's like, whatever they want to call it. Occam's razor or Murphy's law, something like that. I can't remember.
Occam's razor?
Occam's razor? I don't think.
What does that mean?
It's like the Occam's razor, I think, is like the shortest way to get there is the best way. Let me look it up real quick.
Like Jesus' bandsaw.
Jesus' bandsaw, yeah. That's a cool...
See, I can make shit up too.
All right. It's a problem-solving principle stating that when faced with competing explanations for the same phenomenon, the simplest one requiring the fewest assumptions is usually correct.
All right. I take it back.
I got there. I knew it. I didn't think I explained it very well, but I think I had the idea for the most part. The simplest explanation is usually correct.
It's kind of like Satan's 6-shooter.
Yep.
I made that one up too.
I know. You're kind of rolling here, so if you want to keep going with that, we can. If not,
Tanya's tucked in tummy.
I think I like the alliteration. Yeah. Anyways, before we get to any true crime news, though, Jamie, what are we drinking tonight?
We're drinking tequila.
Yep.
I need more.
Yeah, let's just... I can do that.
Yeah, would you?
Yep.
And then we have a new beer that neither of us had tried called Tonya Cerveza?
I think it's Tonya. Tonya? Because I think it's a cerveza. It's a Mexican beer. So it's going to have long vowel sounds, right? So instead of Tanya, like Tanya Harding.
Tonya. Yeah.
I think it's Tonya. I could be wrong. But
it's from
Nicaragua.
Yeah.
I know that because instead of getting the 18-pack that they had that said Nicaragua on the box, I got the 6-pack. So, good crack sound. I do like the crack sound. Hey, cheers, man.
Here's the
you haven't even had a sip yet?
No, I was waiting.
Wow. You guys can't see this, but he just spilled it right on his computer. Like, right on it.
Barely, though. It's not that. Let's try it.
Tastes like a cerveza.
That's not terrible. Whoa. 2 massive true crime drops. Am I right? That's crazy. Whoa. That's interesting.
All right. Well, Jamie gets back into catching up with our regular scheduled program. I think, yeah, we're through sponsors. We're ready to roll in. So anyways, the first, and I think one of the bigger, probably true crime updates that we may have all year.
Oh, for sure.
Is this one. So the Long Island serial killer, a.k.a. Rex Heuerman, shocks the entire world and pleads guilty to 7 counts of murder in Suffolk County Court, Riverhead, New York, 5 months before his September trial date. Now, initially, he had pled not guilty to all crimes. He pretty much said that it wasn't him. This is kind of a reversal. But anyways, he has been sentenced because of this guilty plea now to 3 consecutive life sentences plus 4 consecutive 25 years to life. I don't know how that maths. I'm not a judge or involved really in the legal system at all. But apparently he's never going to get out of jail no matter what he does.
Well, what's the point of adding on the 25 years? Like, you're not going to... Life sentence is what, 25 years?
Yes.
Sentence?
There's a reason for that, and we'll kind of get into why some, like 3 consecutive life sentences and then 25 years to life sentences are after that. conditions for this guilty plea. He has to cooperate with the FBI Behavioral Analysis Unit, aka what's that show? Oh,
CSI?
No, not CSI. It's the other one. It's really big. It's not Mindhunter.
That's what I was.
Dang, dude.
Is it not Mindhunter?
I mean, Mindhunter is literally started by, I think it's John Douglas, who formed the BAU. God, I can't. I watched. I used to fall asleep to this show.
Have to speak.
Anyways, I'm talking too fast.
No, because I can understand it.
Okay.
So we're just gonna keep ripping shots until I feel better.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go again then.
Here you go.
So, anyways, which is really interesting, and I haven't necessarily seen that be a stipulation for a sentencing. Now, he has not been sentenced, but that's going to happen on June 17th. But that's what he's kind of been, I guess, given, that he has to cooperate with the BAU, the Behavior Analysis Unit of the FBI, which is going to be really cool because we're going to get a lot of information on like how Rex Heuerman operates, which we don't often get in these serial killer cases because they're usually put to death.
Which
like is
Ted Bundy confessed like an hour before he was.
Exactly. Yeah. Or they will just 100% deny everything, or they'll plead guilty and never say another word about it. Like they'll talk to like people in prison, but not to officials about any of these crimes. So
what do you think changed on this?
I don't know. Honestly, I didn't really see a ton of information about what changed his mind on this. But anyways, there's another really cool part or like important part of this that needs to be mentioned. He also claimed responsibility for the Karen Vergata murder, which she disappeared Valentine's Day 1996, and was known as Fire Island Jane Doe for like up until very recently, like 2020, I think. Her legs were found in a plastic bag on a beach in 1996, and her skull wasn't found until 2011, way farther away. Heuerman was actually never charged with her murder. Her murder was not involved with these 7. So this is an extra. He's not being charged with it because he, for whatever reason, he can't face prosecution for it because it's not in the initial charged documents. But it's a big deal because we have now most of Rex Heuerman's victims are in a very short window of time, in like the 2010 to 2012 range.
Yeah.
Right now, him confessing or saying that he did it for the Karen Vergata murder is a big deal because it does mean that his crimes are now going back 15 years earlier than anything else that he's been charged with.
Yeah, I think it'll definitely be interesting to hear all this.
Well, it's also going to be like, you have to consider the fact that this is not something that was an isolated incident, right? If his crimes are stemming not from 2010 to 2013 range, but another 15 years on top of that, there's a distinct possibility there are a lot more victims.
Do you wonder if he'll continue to confess?
It could be, especially like I think part of his plea agreement is that he cannot be charged with, let's call them murders after the fact. So anything that he says that he did, I mean, like, I don't think he can be prosecuted for anything that he confesses to now that this plea agreement has been reached. So we could get a ton of information, which is why it's interesting that he's cooperating and has agreed to cooperate with the BAU and the FBI. Another interest. So we were talking about the 3 consecutive life sentences. So this has to deal with the charges themselves. So some of the charges, I believe, let me look real quick, because some are first degree, some are, well, I think they're all first degree, but I think they are homicide, and then there's other ones that are a little bit different. They still carry massive weight, right? Obviously, they're life sentences either way you look at it, but I think that's, you were asking, why is it 3 life sentences and these 4 25-year sentences? I think because the 3 specifically that he's being charged with for murder 1, I would call it, they have DNA evidence that ties him directly to these people. And then on the other ones, they don't have that. Either they have the DNA, but it's deteriorated, or it's not quite as clean. It's a little bit questionable. We talked about this before, where they're using new DNA technology to tie him to these crimes. And he has said, yes, I did it, in the means that they don't have to take this somewhat questionable DNA to trial.
Yeah.
So yes, we think he did it, and we're going to charge him with it, but it's not the direct, we're charging him with this because we have the evidence and it's definitely going to stick kind of thing. So that's why we have 2 different kinds of charges with this.
Okay.
So anyways.
Still doesn't make sense to me, but.
Sorry. I'm trying to explain it the best that I kind of understand it.
You're never getting out of jail. They're just tacking more shit on to you.
Yep. Not eligible for parole in New York anytime you are convicted with a life sentence.
When do you think the first movie comes out?
Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, that's true. I would say Netflix probably has one on hand that they've just been holding. They were maybe planning on releasing it because he was initially going to be having a September trial date. So I'm sure they maybe have one locked, ready to roll out in September, that they are just going to just pump out. It could be tomorrow.
You think a movie?
No.
You mean a documentary?
Documentary. Yeah. Movie?
Yeah.
I don't know. I call it 3 years. Still a little, it stings a little bit.
They're going to have so much graphic details to it.
Who's playing this guy?
In the movie?
Yeah.
John Goodman.
Oh. Wow, that is really good. 100% that's John Goodman. Yep. Man.
Or also be Christian Bale, and they'll just put him in a fat suit.
Do they put him in fat suits?
They did it in the Penguin. Not Chris.
Oh. No, that was Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Yeah. I was going to say, Christian Bale's like a method actor. He like loves to like throw on like 30, 40 pounds and then also like drop it to like being scarily skinny.
Yeah.
Because there was what was it, American Hustle? He like put on like 100 pounds or something like that.
And the Machinist he lost.
Oh, he went down. Machinist is terrifying. That'd be like a horror documentary in itself.
Yeah.
Anyways, John Goodman is a fantastic answer. I couldn't have come up with a better one, so I'm not going to. All right. Moving on to other true crime news. The ketamine queen, aka Yasmin Sangya, has also been sentenced. She's 42. She is the drug dealer who supplied the ketamine that killed Matthew Perry. She was sentenced today to 15 years in prison. Now, she pled guilty back in September, but her sentencing was today. Now, she could have faced 65 years, but got 15. Granted, that's her pleading not guilty, and whenever you plead guilty, they're going to sweeten the deal a little bit. Anyways, she operated a North Hollywood drug distribution hub, catering to Hollywood's elite. $2,000 a vial for a drug that costs $12. Apparently, her senior yearbook quote was, "It isn't what they say about you, it's what they whisper." They're going to be whispering and saying a lot of shit about her now. So anyways, let's see. After Matthew Perry died, she kept dealing to a prior customer, Cody McClory, who also died from her product in 2019. Keith Morrison, the Dateline guy, is apparently her Matthew Perry's father, and he walked in the courtroom today and pretty much begged for them to give this woman the maximum sentence. Apparently, didn't get it. Oh, geez.
Ghosts.
There was a lot of people that were tied into this case as well. There was a couple different doctors that she was working with that were supplying her the ketamine that she was feeding to her customers. One of those doctors got 8 months of home confinement, which I don't know, seems a little small as far as a sentence goes for supplying all the actual drugs. And then we still are waiting on a couple more sentences, mostly Matthew Perry's personal assistant, who was the one that provided him all the drugs, pretty much went and got them for him. So anyways, yeah, two pretty, I mean, we haven't covered the Ketamine Queen story. Maybe we'll dive a little deeper into it in another time, but still on the radar as far as true crime news goes. It's a big one. So anyways, ready to move on to the next section, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not getting any better, dude. I'm sorry.
All right. Hell on Earth. You got anything?
I don't have anything. I'm sorry.
That's all good because I've been so busy. Crazy. Exactly. Like, you've been working so much that you haven't even had time to look at your phone.
Mm-mm.
Well, I've been talking so much that I didn't get to enjoy this delicious Tanya cerveza.
Chug it. Start another one. Get to my level.
Dude, I'm trying. I can't chug it, especially when my belly is like, I'm not like as, I think, mentally hungover as you are. My belly, though, is a little bit upset. I don't think chugging this whole beer is going to work for me, but I'm going to try it anyways.
I don't know if you noticed, I keep burping, and it keeps grossing me out so much that I fucking want to throw up. This is definitely the most hungover I've been on the podcast, for sure.
Which says a lot about all of this. So, oh my God.
Yeah. Let's hear your story, buddy. Let's go.
Here is my story. So Thais Oninsky, she's a 41-year-old mother of two. Now, this is going to take place in the town of Turtle, Wisconsin. Population, I have no idea. But on March 19th, so just a few weeks ago, Oninsky stabbed her 14-year-old daughter, Corinne Rain, to death in their home. Now, Corinne was a freshman at the Beloit Memorial High School, and she also had a brother. So the following morning, March 20th, Oninsky, the mother, does not call 911. She calls the non-emergency services line. And the call lasts 13 minutes, and she's really calm. She's deliberate. The dispatcher asks her if she needs an ambulance. And Oninsky says, "She's dead, honey. She needs a hearse."
Wow. Now,
she proceeds to tell dispatch that she killed her daughter to protect her from somebody else.
Yeah.
Period.
Interesting mood.
When they finally get to this point where they're like, you killed your daughter to protect her.
Gross.
Stop. Don't look that way. I can't. No.
You smell like
no. Bad. No, bad. Okay. It's like pretty crazy to listen to this call. I did not listen to the entire 13 minutes, but I did hear segments. Good on this dispatcher for handling this call in the most respectful way possible. But eventually, when Oninsky admits that she kills her daughter, she says that she's protecting her from someone else. And they finally get to the point of being like, hey, who are you protecting her from? She claims that it's Elon Musk.
Obviously.
Yeah. Then she proceeds to tell the line operator that she tried to kill herself, but she's alive and everything's okay. So this woman that's not used to like really dispatching officers sends officers over to this home, and they find Oninsky with deep cuts on her neck, both wrists, and a stab wound on her cheek. Inside the home, they find Kerr and her daughter dead from multiple stab wounds. The knife in the sheath is nearby. Her partial bare bloody footprint is near the floor. Oninsky is transported to the hospital. This is the mother. Her blood tests come back positive for benzos, amphetamines, and THC.
I didn't know benzos were still a thing.
I didn't either. I thought that was like a
80s, 90s, right?
I thought it was even earlier than that. Didn't fucking like Jack Kerouac and stuff like that? Wasn't it like On the Road was like, oh, we took some benzos. Like him and Hunter S. Thompson were doing benzos.
Yeah, benzo. It's not like a.
I don't know what
drug is it.
What benzos modern day. We're drinkers, I would say. Yeah. We're not big drug guys.
We're more John Daly than Tiger Woods.
It's really funny.
You
just come up with that? Yeah. Wow, man.
I knew you were going to talk about us stop being drug addicts. So I thought of it.
Okay. Wow. You knew from this story?
No, in lieu of the Masters.
Oh.
No, I just thought about it.
Okay. Well, anyways, so, yeah, we don't know what benzodiazepines are. I'm pretty sure they're like for antidepressants.
I just think of the Jason Isbell songs.
Which one?
One thing to sell and benzodiazepines.
Yeah, you like him a lot.
I do.
And I'm not against him. I just don't get it. I think he annoys me.
Why? It's an anxiety, insomnia, and alcohol withdrawals. It's to calm your brain. It's like Xanax.
Sounds like what you need, bud.
Need more than that.
All right. So, anyways, the story doesn't even end here. So while she's in the hospital on March 22nd, which is 2 days after this attack happens, Tessa Oninsky asks a deputy if her name is all over the news yet. And then this deputy's like, no, we're not blasting your name around with this. And apparently she's really disappointed by this fact. This woman murdered her child, attempted to kill herself, and her follow-up concern was that she wasn't famous yet. Now, she has since been charged with first-degree intentional homicide. The bond is set at $1 million. I'm going to guess she doesn't have it.
No.
She has a court date, April 14th. We might circle around on this one. Might be an email, might be a meeting. We'll see. There's a GoFundMe for the daughter.
Yeah.
And it's raised over $17,000. I don't totally understand how that works, but it's a real thing. And yeah, it's just a really crazy story. I think my guess is that this woman was in a drug-fueled whatever, an accident, or like not accidentally, but like killed her daughter. Why'd you do that?
I don't know.
Okay. Do this instead. Fucking weirdo. Fucking weirding me out. Get out of here, man. My guess is that she killed her daughter and then is trying to gain fame off of it and blames the whole thing on protecting her from Elon Musk.
Cheers.
Oh, okay.
I'm dying. Sorry.
You are literally dying.
Fucking Elon Musk, dude. What else did you do?
I don't think this has anything to actually do with him.
I was just kidding. I don't think so either.
I don't know. It is also like maybe a little bit of a commentary on like what internet culture looks like, and people get concerned about what other people are doing on the internet.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess that is one, a fair concern, and two, like maybe we just shouldn't worry about it because it's their business.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, I think that's really all. That's like the big
Okay.
story I had. Is fucking crazy, but
Yeah, I didn't look up a single thing.
dude, you've been too busy.
You're a tired boy.
Did you watch any movies though?
I did.
What'd you watch?
Not to steal your thunder, but I watched Primate.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
on Netflix, right?
It was on Paramount Plus.
Is that what it was?
That's where I watched it, at least.
That's got to be where I watched
Yeah.
it then too.
What did you think? Because I talked to a friend of the pod, Kevin Carty, and he like got mad at me because I was like, dude, I thought it was a really fun movie.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking brutal. I had to look away.
No, you didn't, you
Yeah.
little bitch.
The part where he fucking grabs the dude's
Jawbone ripped
just
off
see
his
the-
face.
even though the skin looked fake, it's
Yeah.
still like to the point where I was like, fuck, dude, I like turned away. And I never turn away.
I thought that the writing in the movie was really, really bad.
It's fucking this guy has a monkey, and then they showed you the beginning part of the movie is fucking also the middle part.
Yeah.
Circle back at it, but they have like a completely different.
Well, dude, they're being smart with their storytelling. They're in media res, dude. Like you start the story in the middle, and then you go boop 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 in the way back machine.
They weren't
dude.
like 2 days before kind of thing. I guess they might have.
No, you're right.
Yes, I thought it was a pretty weak plot.
Yep.
Wonderful CGI.
Yep.
And fucking brutal kills.
Yeah. Which is, I'm like, I don't know why like this always happens, but it is 100% the reason why I got into horror in the first place. This movie is like a perfect demonstration of what the late 2000s, early 2010s non-massive studio horror looked like.
Mm-hmm.
When Netflix started, this was the stuff that you could find on Netflix to stream.
This was like sci-fi.
Yes.
Well,
Sci-fi
like
stuff. Yes.
Beginning of Prime Video. I thought
But also,
Prime Video was a lot of
the kills in this were so much better.
Oh yeah.
But like, I think that's why I liked it even more because like, yes, it had the really cheesy, like there was some cheesy dialogue and the story takes like nothing to understand. It's not challenging. I'm not going to spoil it because I think it's maybe somewhat of a new movie.
Yeah, it came out in January.
Yeah. So I don't want to like spoil anything.
It's April.
It's April. Yeah. But
it's like 3 months old.
It's a pretty, we've seen this story multiple times. But I thought that it was a really fun movie. I don't think that it was good. I will not say that. But it was fun. It has the vibes of like what made me really enjoy horror, which was just like regular life and people trying to have fun goes wrong. It's like that, you used to watch Chappelle's show when keeping it real goes wrong.
Uh-huh.
That's like pretty much what this movie was. It was like, hey, we're going to this like perfect, awesome destination place. And apparently it's not as perfect because life is messy. And anyways, what was way better about it than all of these really bad B horror movies that I remember from the 2010s is that the kills were so fucking brutal.
Yeah, extreme.
This monkey goes insane. And yeah, the kills were easily the highlight of the movie. Like I was like honestly impressed. I think it probably sets a bar of like, dude, you want to do gore, you're gonna have to fucking put it to this level.
Yeah.
Because it was gross. It was, yeah, like you're saying, you had to look away.
You did.
In this day and age, when we are this seasoned with horror movies, the fact that you had to look away when a kill was happening is a big fucking deal. It was grotesque. It was visceral. Ugh, it was gross. Some of these kills.
They also still don't explain how it happened to this monkey too.
Oh, I think they did.
No, they explained that it got rabies.
We're spoiling.
Yeah,
okay, never mind. We're gonna just spoil it because
But then they're
Whatever.
like,
just go watch it.
there's no rabies.
Well, that's the big. Hawaii is really cool. So this whole movie takes place in this like immaculate, the coolest house I've ever seen
On a cliff.
on a cliffside in Hawaii.
That seems so dangerous for that pool to fall over that close to the
It's a little
house.
dangerous for sure. I'll give you that. But
You think it's a real house?
yeah, they didn't. It's not like a CGI house that they lived in.
Dude, it could be a set piece.
No way. No way. But anyways, it was a really cool setting. Taking place in Hawaii. It was this beautiful, like big glass front house, overlooking the ocean on the Hawaiian coast. And this family, well, the mom died. She was something to do with teaching monkeys how to speak sign language. Is that what it was? Anyways, she's a scientist. She dies. The whole family's all torn up on it. It's like a big grief thing, right? But then the dad leaves and the girls decide that they're going to have a party. They're all coming back from college. They're all having fun. And the monkey just decides to go fucking, for lack of a better word, ape shit. Murdering everyone because he killed or ate a bad mongoose that had rabies. Now, I don't know. Hawaii has done like a very good job. Like there's no poisonous snakes on Hawaii. Or I guess there's no poisonous animals, I guess I should say, on Hawaii. They've done a really, really good job of like regulating animals coming in and out of there. And that's, insects as well as like, they don't have scorpions. They don't have, poisonous snakes kind of things, which is pretty wild. But I mean, I've gone to Hawaii a few times now and have heard that it's 100% a thing that they do not have poisonous animals on Hawaii.
It's a real house.
I know it's you're taking all this time to search if it's a real house. They didn't CGI the house.
And practical effects.
I'm sure they have practical effects.
So it's not hanging off that cliff.
I'm sure it's that. No, I would 100% say that you could build a house like that. It's rock, dude. It's not going anywhere.
Also,
literally, it's like 200 feet to the ocean. It's not wearing away.
Dan was played by a human. It was a monkey suit.
I don't like that.
It wasn't
really.
It was a monkey suit.
Oh, I was like, honestly, I thought that was a real monkey, and I thought they got him to like rip people's jaws.
That was a real.
No, I didn't think that, but I
thought I
did think it was a real monkey, though.
I thought it was CGI.
They're so smart, dude. Monkeys are smart, dude.
Yeah.
Way to ruin it for me.
Sorry.
It's fine, I guess.
It was also inspired by real life events that happened in 2020 in Brazil, and it's apparently there's a book called Monkey House.
That sounds so scary. But also just like, yeah, rabies it's tough. This is again, we said we were going to spoil it. We are now.
Yeah.
It's a rabies movie.
Oh, you know what else I watched? I watched Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
All
right, dude. Big Trouble in Little China. We'll take a minute to do that. I
haven't seen it in forever, and you brought it up, and I was like, I'm gonna rewatch this.
Is it like so awesome?
It's great.
Wow. Again, another shout out to a friend of the pod, Kevin Carty. He recommended me watch this. He rolled into the bar one night and he had his like shirt on with like the three. I don't want to call them wizards. Are they wizards? They're kind of wizards.
Kind of. They're like Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. They got like this big hat on, and I'm like, Kevin, what's up with your shirt? And he's like, you never seen Big Trouble in Little China? It's like, wow. Okay. I guess I'll have to go watch it. So I'd never seen it before. Showed up to work the next day. Told Jamie, that's one of the best movies I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, I forgot it was John Carter.
Kurt Russell. Just, yeah. I guess that also like ties into the podcast. John Carpenter writes a fantastically good.
He didn't write it. He directs it.
I guess directs fantastically good kung fu movie.
Yeah, he did all the scores.
That's not surprising.
He does most of the scores.
Yeah.
And he played
that's a
New
good
York. He had an evening with John Carpenter in New York this year where he played all his music. It was so cool. It was so expensive.
Okay.
All right, let's hear your perfect segue today.
Well, my perfect segue was like we were talking about rabies and stuff like that. And I'm like, speaking of rabies and the 28X Later series, 28 years later and 28 years later, The Bone Temple, now available on Netflix. I just wanted to bring that up because it's a big deal.
That's not even a great segue. That's not even that big a news, dude.
Well, it's our best movie of the year.
The Bone Temple is?
No.
Of last year.
28 years later was our best movie of the year.
Yes.
If you haven't seen it, now's your chance. Go to Netflix. I don't want to promote them at all as a company, but it is on there. You can go watch it right now.
Why do you
don't even need the cool.
Like them?
I don't think that I like promoting any corporation that's making. I'm gonna say if like your net or like let's say your gross income on the year is like in the trillions, I don't really think I should support you.
Yeah, let my mom have my password, dude.
Yeah. Dude, don't say that.
Oh, they don't.
They're gonna ban you, dude.
Let you do it.
Oh, I thought you said you let your mom have your password.
No, they won't let you. I can tell that you're not from this household. Please give us $10 more a month.
Bitch, I know your password, Sharon. We're cracking down on that.
Bitch, that's just my BO.
Anyways, I'm just saying. Anyways, because I'm from Britain, where the 28 years later series takes place. So anyways, it is on there. Please go see it. Just so you know how much it meant to us.
It did.
Any other movies you saw?
No. I did watch a documentary.
What'd you watch?
I watched Bigfoot Killed Her.
What?
It's a true crime documentary, 3-part series on Hulu.
Okay.
And it's been almost...
Tell me more.
I can't remember the girl's name right now. I guess I could look it up. But
I'll do it while
I
you're
say
talking.
It was like...
What is it called?
I it was like Tatum or something. Bigfoot Killed Her. And it's about this 16-year-old girl that was like a stray, but got taken in from someone that was part of her family. Not her real dad, but someone. Just to get money from like the government, like helped pay him. But he was deaf, I'm pretty sure. Or was blind, one of the two.
This is so insane.
So it takes place in obviously Northern California, because that's where most of the Bigfoot shit happens, I guess.
Yeah. Up in the Sierras. Yeah.
God. His name was either like Blind Jim or Deaf Jim Johnny.
Skip Welch.
Oh, that's the other guy.
Oh, okay.
But what happened is they went hiking in the Sierra Nevadas and she went missing. And then he didn't report it to the police. But when the police came to him, they're like, oh, yeah, we went hiking yesterday and Bigfoot took her and killed her. And that's the last was known up until this documentary hit.
What?
And then this documentary is like a lady that is like a true crime journalist and an ex-detective. And I think they take it on themselves to investigate this. So the documentary pretty much consists mostly of them like sitting in a hotel talking about things that they're going to bring up. And then they end up like interviewing, is her name Amy? What was it? Did you look it up and see what the girl's name was?
Teresa Ann Beer.
Teresa Ann Beer. Okay. And then the sister or a friend of her, they interview, they're like, she's like, oh yeah, her dad definitely did it. This guy was a fucking piece of shit. He was a drug dealer, drug addict. He definitely did it. And I'd say, without ruining this, the first 30 minutes of this 3-hour documentary has to do with Bigfoot. And then they clear that out. they're like, obviously this is fucking fake. There's no way Bigfoot did.
I completely agree with that decision, though.
Yeah, but then why name it fucking that to clickbait me?
Because the whole thing revolves around him claiming that Bigfoot took his daughter.
It goes into where they think.
See, I'm looking at the Google AI summary, and it's really bad, honestly.
Oh, sure.
It's trying to say that like, Skip Welch. You're saying that it was his daughter?
Kind of.
Kind of. Okay.
Like he adopted her because she was a stray or runaway.
I see. Okay. Well, I guess never mind then. Because I was going to say, this is making it seem like a random 16-year-old went with a 43-year-old dude camping and didn't come back. It changes things a little bit when they have like a parent-child relationship.
She definitely lived with him.
Okay.
They go to almost where they investigate it being, there was a set of serial killers in the 70s called the Speed Demon Duo. Or the Built for Speed Killers or something. Basically, there were two guys that went and killed a whole bunch of prostitutes on their motorcycles.
Speed Freak Killers.
Speed Freak Killers.
Okay.
And then they talked to one of the guys in prison, and he's like, yeah, we fucking didn't do that. So it clears that.
This is such a man. This is a crazy story, though.
Documentary.
AI overview. The Speed Freak Killers refers to California duo Wesley Shermantine and Lauren Herzog, responsible for a 15-year meth-fueled murder spree in the 1980s and 90s. Convicted of 4 murders, they are suspected of killing up to 24 or even more killings, with victims found in, among other places, random cattle ranch. They goes into more, but like, that's a crazy fucking story to begin with. And they're just gonna like quick drop that into this whole documentary that's only 3 parts.
Yes,
that's crazy.
I won't tell you the ending.
Don't. He did it,
but it's on Hulu.
All right,
it's 3-part series.
Man, I like that Netflix, you can do the documentary HBO, thing because I just can't do it.
Yeah, so that's all I got to watch.
All right. I know that you've been paying attention to movies that are coming out recently, though.
Yes.
So, Faces of Death. We've talked about this. Is that tomorrow? Yeah.
Or this week.
April 10th.
Friday. 2 days.
Yep. So super excited to see that. I don't think we'll get it here. So I'm going to just leave that one to you. You're going to just have to inform me, and I'll get to see it on Shudder when it comes out. Huh.
To lose your train of thought?
No, I'm looking at my notes here. I'm like, Faces of Death it's going to be really interesting because like, it wasn't like, was it like one of like it's made in the 80s or in 78, right? And it's like pretty much like found footage almost, right?
All the movies.
I have not seen the original. There's a whole bunch of movies. So
I've never seen the original, but there's a whole bunch of movies that were like, came from it where there was like real life murders.
Yeah.
And there was like 30 movies, like Faces of Death 6 and so.
Yeah. So I don't know what to expect from this.
Well, initial reviews of everything I'm seeing online is people are like, this fucking movie rips.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So like, I'm really excited to see it. It's kind of weird.
What?
You don't know. I mean, like, it's just so interesting because now, like, in 78, like to make a recording of something took so much effort. Now you can record whatever you want on like iPhones. So it's one of those things that's really interesting. It's like, you have to consider whether or not something's real.
Exactly.
And I think that it situates itself in a good place there. We'll circle back around on that, but that comes out in 2 days. So I wanted to like highlight that, I guess, tomorrow. The other one that I am particularly excited about is going to be Hocum. Have you seen this?
No, someone was telling me about it.
So you saw Oddity, right?
No.
Did you not see Oddity? Okay. You need to go watch Oddity. because this guy, Damian McCarthy is the director, did Oddity. And he does a fantastic job of, one, he's an Irish guy, so he tells Irish stories. And I don't really know what Hocum is. I've seen the trailers. I've kind of actually been holding back from looking into like the folklore on things, but his work with Oddity and the what is it? The golem in like Jewish mythology in particular. But like it's kind of like through lots of things. But the golem specifically was a thing in Jewish folklore that was like a terrifying creature. And he does these like, I want to call them like folklore creature features.
Okay.
He's like the new guy that is doing fantastic work with these folklore stories that are really visceral and kind of re-envisioned. Like they're told in the coolest way possible, and they're scary as shit and dark. And it's, I mean, like
Dark.
Ireland, we get to see, like, we think of Ireland as like this big, it's all green and everything's alive and bright, but it's also way the fuck up there, and it gets dark as shit in the winters. And I don't know if this takes place during the winter, but anyways, I just thought that the trailers look awesome. I've seen 2 of them. It just looks really fucking cool. It's brought to us by Neon, who did, a number of movies we've talked about, Strange Darling, as well as Longlegs. The list, honestly, I didn't write it down. Can go on. Neon's they're, want to call them like the artsy Blumhouse of horror.
Like A24?
Yeah, they're kind of like A24 of horror. Because A24 kind of does a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, Hocum looks fantastic. I am really actually excited to see that one. Speaking of re-envisioning old stories, we also have The Mummy coming out soon. And it looks real fucking weird and scary.
I hope the best for this.
Yeah. Yeah, you were kind of mentioning this a little bit when you brought it up.
Well, I don't know how I feel about how Blumhouse is taking the reins on these movies. I don't understand why Universal wouldn't just do it themselves.
Interesting, because The Mummy is Universal IP.
Yeah, it's all Universal monsters.
So I guess I don't know enough horror history to know, like, is this the same?
Sorry, I cannot suffer.
Is this the same thing as like what we're talking about IP wise for Universal to have?
Yeah, so the original movies that made Universal big were like Dracula, Frankenstein.
Yeah.
All of them are considered the Universal monsters, and The Mummy was one of those.
Okay.
And this is the slow remake of all these movies.
Yes.
Like we did Wolfman, which I think they're not going to tie in. They're all just like standalone movies.
Okay.
I think they tried like right when Marvel was big to build like a MonsterVerse.
Yeah.
And that was when Tom Cruise came up with that movie, The Mummy.
Right.
And it flopped so bad.
Because it's Tom Cruise and no one wants to take it seriously.
Yeah. But they like had a whole thing set up to where like, I think Johnny Depp was set to have an Invisible Man movie.
Really?
They're going to redo like.
But they did The Invisible Man, and I thought that it was really good.
I never saw it.
What's her name? She was in the what's that Margaret Atwood book?
Also, I think it's really funny that I just have my computer plugged.
Handmaid's Tale. I know it's sitting right there. I'm glad you just noticed that.
Yeah,
that's great. That's great. Okay, so you're a little hesitant though, because I'm looking at this and like I'm thinking of The Mummy that I know is specifically like the early 2000s with Brendan Fraser.
Yeah,
I love Brendan Fraser, I guess. But I don't see him as being like the carrier for this really big story. that is like horror based and scary. It was like kind of like silly action.
That's what it was.
Adventure action movie, right? So it's weird to have The Mummy be a horror movie again, because I have not gone back and watched the original makings of The Mummy.
Not me neither.
But anyways, the director Lee Cronin has his name literally all over it. It's called Lee Cronin's The Mummy. So no differentiate, or like making sure that it's differentiated between the Brendan Fraser and the Tom Cruise films. He has described it as 1 part poltergeist, 1 part Seven. That's a pretty big claim to make, considering how massive those fucking movies are and how good they are. So we will see if it holds up to that. But anyways, you ready, dude? I got one more question for you. Jamie, we are now to questions from the crypt, your favorite segment of this show. Okay. Question is, who is the best horror villain / slasher to work behind the bar? Who's got the best energy? Who's got a signature cocktail that really pops? Or if they don't have a signature cocktail, what are you asking them to make?
What is, I want to say it's not Bates, but Christian Bale in American Psycho.
Patrick Bateman.
Does that count?
Oh my God. What is his cocktail? Yeah, he is 100% a fucking mixologist.
I think he would make a great bartender.
Okay.
His attention to detail.
Yeah. Yeah. Highly detailed. What about like Hannibal Lecter though? Again, I think this happened last time. He's going to give you a good wine pairing, but I don't see him coming with a cocktail. Maybe a little less. He's pretty creative.
Freddy might be good because he might just convince you that whatever he made is really good in your brain.
Jason Voorhees gives you a blood and sand. Is it the best one you've ever had?
I would let him do bar
He's
prep.
Stupid, isn't he?
I'd let him do bar prep. He cut limes.
He's cutting limes. He's blending fruit, or like blending fucking.
Yeah.
He's making purees.
Yeah. I think Jason Bateman.
I like that answer quite a bit. Good work.
Or Mike Myers, like certain times when you've worked all week as a bartender, you just want to sit at someone else's bar and they don't say a word to you.
Yeah, he is 100% your like definition well bartender.
Yeah.
He is just there to get the job done. He doesn't want anything fancy going on. And Jason, unfortunately, is just retarded. So
you can't see that. You can't see our young kids. Oh. Young kids are getting that.
No, they call him that in the movies, so I think we can just use their words.
Fair enough.
Anyways, that's it. That's all I got for today, dude. You want to take us home?
Hello,
darkness, my friend.
I thought I'd feel better. I still don't feel better.
Oh man,
I think I do feel better, but I'm just like, I don't know if I'm mentally.
Everyone needs to get up as a chat. Make Jamie feel better.
Please. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so gross. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you hit follow or if you hit notify on YouTube, it will let you know about when our videos are coming out.
Proof.
That way you don't have to have us pestering you about it and you can just know.
Yep.
Videos have been not coming out on Thursdays because I've been in Sebo Springs and that threw a wrench, and so I'm putting them out on Sundays. But when I get back to Philly, we'll start putting it back to where it's Thursdays. But
all right, we're just gonna like and subscribe. We love you guys. Thank you for listening. Stay weird,
stay wicked,
and stay wasted.